Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the first episode of Old Friends, New Problems. I'm David,
I'm Dale.
and we have known each other since elementary school. And while we have a lot of similar opinions, we also have very many differing opinions on a lot of different topics. So,
hmm
this podcast is going to be a little bit of us having the chance to reconnect on a regular basis and chat like we normally do and discuss a lot of things that we're passionate about. A little bit of background on us. We both have families. We are both raising children at different ages. We have a lot of different problems that pop up that we have to navigate through and deal with while working and supporting our family. So that's kind of what this show is going to be about. And thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and I've done a couple podcasts in the past, so I've got a little bit of experience with that. Obviously, this one's going to be kind of a fresher take. The plan here with this one is to make it one of those ones where you can listen with your family. You don't have to worry about covering the ears. We're going to try to keep language to a minimum. We're going to try to keep, any sort of like innuendos to a minimum. Ultimately, we want it just to be like a fun little outlet for us to get together, like he said, just connect every once in a while, talk, and just hopefully get some feedback. And then in the future, the plan is to maybe see about getting a guest or two on, maybe get some businesses involved, maybe see if we can shed some light on new businesses, maybe ones that you've not heard of, or maybe it's something that you might need for your own business or for your own personal life. So
Should be fun either way. This is going to be kind of a natural thing. We're just going to flow and shoot from the hip on a lot of stuff. We do encourage anyone who is listening in to send us topics if you want us to discuss it. We will shy away from some of the very hot topic items that are polarizing in today's society. There's certain things that, you can find these topics on a lot of other podcasts. It's all over the news. We want to try to keep this more upbeat and talk about things that are fun, challenging, puzzling, parental advice, what little we may be able to offer on that, automotive stuff, sports, health, even though, as you can see, I am the poster boy for good health.
oh, I've got the dad bod locked down. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, so feel free to send in any suggestions, questions, topics that you'd like us to look into and do a show on. Should be a lot of good fun.
Yeah. So something else we were hoping to look into and probably going to do it sooner rather than later is I know we've discussed doing like the hot wing challenge that obviously has been made famous by the folks over at Hot Wings. It's called Hot Ones, and I forget what the main channel is called, but if you haven't watched those, obviously they're great. We want to do stuff like that, maybe like the one chip challenges. I know that those are getting hotter and hotter every time.
What's the canned fish thing from?
Oh God, what is that? Where it's like you just open it and
You
it just
open it.
smells
Yeah,
terrible.
I don't know if we'll get that brave, but
No,
we
I
can
don't.
we can try some of these challenges. It should be good fun. So
It would be fun also to maybe find like international foods, maybe to try something like that.
yeah,
So obviously, like he was saying, we'll take suggestions. So if there's a food you want to try, I know that in my own personal social media life, I did the idea of saying, "Hey, let me try peanut butter and pickles," because obviously that's like a supposedly a pregnancy thing. And I remember I did it to start with, and I just tried putting peanut butter on the pickle, and I did it wrong. Apparently, there's a right way to do it.
there's a strategy involved.
Well, there's a right way to do it. I put peanut butter on a dill pickle. Apparently, the rule is you're supposed to make it a sandwich: sweet pickles, peanut butter, and mayonnaise.
It sounds wonderful.
It was delicious, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I would eat it again. Put it that
Well,
way.
first of all, sweet pickles shouldn't even be a thing. It's dill or nothing.
I can't say that I disagree, but in this case, it definitely made the difference. So, um,
Interesting. I do know someone who puts peanut butter on pizza.
See, I don't know about peanut butter, but I have been known to put mustard. And I don't put it on the pizza. It's more of like a dipping sauce for the crust. But I do, if I got pizza left over, I will occasionally just dip into it a little bit. It's an interesting addition, but
Yeah, I could see it. I will say when I was in high school and the food was incredibly bland, I had been known to dip cheese pizza in ketchup.
ketchup? I
Ketchup.
mean, so
It's tomato based.
so here's my thing. So the whole mustard argument, and this stemmed from when I worked at Sam's Club, and the maintenance guy, wonderful guy, I forget his name because that was like 20 some odd years ago. He was in a part of town that was blowing up, and he owned, I want to say, somewhere in the neighborhood of like 50 acres in Buford, Georgia. And this is before Buford, Georgia. This is back when the Mall of Georgia was like not even really there. And and so he owned a ton of land, and a developer came up to him and was like, "Hey, we want to buy your land." And I forget what the cost of the land was when he bought it, or I guess his family probably owned it, but I want to say the guy paid him every bit of like 600,000 an acre, and he got like, I think he said he had like 50 acres, and I think he sold like 45 acres.
Oh wow.
So basically, he was no longer at Sam's Club. He was telling me the story because he was like, "Yeah, I guess I'm going to be leaving soon." I said, "Oh, where are you going?" He said, "Well, I guess I'm going to retire a little young." I mean, he was like probably in his like late 40s.
I bought an island.
Yeah, not that island.
No, not that island.
Not that island. His name was not Epstein. I will tell you that. Yeah. So, anyways, he's the one that taught me to do the mustard on pizza, and his rationale was because it was a supreme pizza. But his rationale was, he's like, "What is a hamburger, anyways? It's a little bit of bread, a little bit of ketchup. Usually, there's a meat, and there's some vegetables on top to make it taste better."
That's an interesting thought. I would try it, but
So,
yeah, that plays out.
See, I thought you were going to say ranch because that's what we all did
No.
when we were kids. We had the little pool of ranch in the cup.
I know we're in the South, but I am not a ranch fan.
As I got older, I'm not either.
It's the thing that does it for me, and this is petty, I know, but it's when you go to rinse something off that has ranch on it in the sink, and you're hitting it with the water and it's not moving.
Well,
that's inside of you now.
that
So-
might be the ranch you're getting, buddy.
No, it's all ranch. It's pretty bad. So
Well, I've become more of a Caesar salad guy
yeah,
myself.
I can do Caesar and I can do Italian.
See,
Fun fact, you know that there's anchovies in
I
Caesar.
did know there's anchovies in Caesar salad. Yeah, I did know that actually.
So,
Yeah, when we go to Olive Garden though, that's the only time I eat ranch dressing, because for some reason, Olive Garden's salad that they give you, the Italian or dressing that they give you, is like just too tart for me. It's like it's borderline too much,
yeah.
and I'm like, I can't do this. So I'll get a side of ranch and just make my own.
I haven't been to Olive Garden in a long time.
Nothing like authentic Italian. It's not authentic at all. It's like Taco Bell for Italian food.
Don't knock Taco Bell.
I'm not knocking
That's
Taco
where we draw the
Bell.
line in this show, okay?
No, yeah.
Taco Bell is fine cuisine.
Taco Bell, if you're listening, we will be sponsored.
We will. Free chalupas for life.
Yeah, and bring back the apple empanada, the good one,
Yes.
not the one that turned into.
And can we please, in the name of all that is holy, get the chili cheese burrito back again and keep it this time? I don't know why Taco Bell will come out with something and then discontinue it and then come out with something else. We just need a solid menu, Taco Bell. If you're listening, which I know you're not,
At this point, you're not. Yeah, for
but
sure.
you may, can you please just get us a solid menu and keep it? I don't need French fries and chicken nuggets at Taco Bell. I
Yeah.
don't need them.
I don't understand that either.
I don't need them. And I don't know what the obsession is with the potatoes for all of your burritos that you're coming out with. I don't need that either. I don't. It's pointless. That's not why I'm there.
I'm glad though because they got rid of the grilled stuffed burrito, which I was upset about, but now they have the grilled cheese burrito,
Yeah.
which is the same thing, which I'm happy about because that was so good.
Because whoever keeps coming up with Taco Bell stuff, they're like, let's make the same thing, but put the cheese on the outside.
But I mean, realistically, when you think about it, though, you've got what? You got corn tortillas, flour tortillas. You can crispy either of them up, or you can leave them kind of just softer and heated, and then you just have the meat and cheese, and it's just a combination of how you're mixing it up.
You know what I miss? Taco Bell used to have the gorditas.
Oh yeah,
You could get steak, chicken gordita, whatever.
because that was like the soft bread
Yes.
kind, right?
Yes, and the chalupa's all crunchy and fried and everything. And I feel like we're sleeping on the gordita. We need the gorditas back. And I know we still have the cheesy gordita crunch,
Mm-hmm.
but can we just get the gordita shell back on everything?
And I will say, don't get rid of the Crunchwrap Supreme. That's like my go-to. I love the
Fair
Crunchwrap
enough.
Supreme. But I will say, I am definitely soft shell tacos.
You are soft.
And I am definitely flour tortillas over corn. I know that's
Of
going to be
course.
controversial.
There is no.
Well, I think I want to say corn is a more authentic taco, but I will always pick flour tortillas over corn every
Yes.
day and thrice on
It's
Sunday.
just better.
It is just better. Did you see also though that not Domino's, sorry, Pizza Hut is planning on starting to bring back like their old school
Yes,
stores?
I did. I'm actually really excited about this because apparently it was a billionaire investor bought something like 80 different stores or something like that. And he is going back to the roots, which is the winning formula for Pizza Hut. Bring back the checkerboard tables, bring back the arcade games,
The red cups.
bring back the red cups, bring the pizza back out in the pan on the table, just at 1,000 degrees, and bring back the breadsticks
And the salad
that
bar.
they had that were so amazing. Yes, bring it
Now,
all back.
Did you know there is an old school Pizza Hut in North Georgia?
I have heard that. Yes, I have.
And we have yet to go check it out, but I do want to check that one out at some point.
And speaking of the buffets, do you remember back when Wendy's had a
Oh yeah.
buffet,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the salad bar buffet
Uh-huh.
or whatever? And they had tacos. You
Yeah.
remember?
Oh yeah.
You could
Yeah.
get tacos at Wendy's. You could make your own tacos at Wendy's.
Fun fact about those salad bars and things like that. If you like kale, here's a fun fact.
Did you say kale?
Kale.
I'm sorry. One more time?
Kale.
Yeah,
yes.
nobody likes kale.
There's a good reason for that. You know why? Because it used to be what they would put the plates and stuff on. It was decoration.
Ah.
That's what they used to use. So like Shoney's and all those, when they used to have those salad bars or like the green leafy stuff that they put the plates on, that's kale.
So some brilliant person was like, we should start using
We
this
need
and
to
just tell everybody
eat this.
Yeah, we're going to tell everyone it's really healthy and it tastes like paper. But
What was
It's healthy.
probably happening is they were like, we're throwing this away.
Yeah.
We can use this somehow. Let's fool people into eating it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
let's
makes a
tell
lot
all
of
the
sense.
health nuts, hey, this is like the most nutritious thing you can eat.
I've eaten kale in a smoothie exactly one time, and that was the last time.
I would rather eat air because it's about the same thing.
Well, it's like eating celery. Celery is you burn more calories as you do eating it than it is.
There's
eat.
only one acceptable way to eat celery.
Is that with peanut butter and raisins?
It is covered raisins.
Yeah,
Haven't heard of that one.
ants on a log.
Okay, fair enough. But no, it is just covered and smothered with peanut butter.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the only way. And you have enough peanut butter when you can no longer taste the celery with the peanut butter and celery.
So basically, just peanut butter.
Pretty
just
much.
eat peanut butter.
Yeah,
Throw the
that's-
celery away.
that's all right. Just wing it out the door.
Nah, celery in soup is pretty good too, though. I'll be fair
No.
about that. Yeah, it is. It can be.
This is that differing opinion thing.
There's gonna be times.
It'll happen.
Um,
Shall we hit one of our most controversial topics that we've ever discussed as far as our differing opinions? You know it's coming.
I don't know what's coming, but go ahead.
The Need for Speed movie
Oh,
is
God.
better than the Fast and the Furious movies, with exception of the very first Fast and Furious.
Okay.
I don't care about box office numbers. As a car guy, the Need for Speed movie is simply better.
So we don't care about
Nope.
box office numbers.
Nope.
We don't care about revenues.
Nope.
We don't care about franchising. We
Nope.
don't care about, how long it's been around.
Not a bit.
We don't care about plot lines.
Nope.
We don't care about, none of that.
Well, no, the plot line, because I mean, it's a great movie. So
I
there's
will
a good
say
storyline.
the one thing I do like about the Need for Speed
Here he
movie
goes. He's converting.
over Fast and the Furious movies, the one saving grace is that the director insisted that all the action sequences, all the cars getting destroyed, rolling, this, that, and the other, was physical, real cars.
Yeah.
So none of the CGI crap.
And they kept to the video game. If you watch the movie, throughout the movie, there are constant cues to all of the video games in the franchise.
Which, maybe I need to go back and rewatch.
I got?
Nah, not yet. I will say, though, going back to the CGI thing, though, Too Fast and Too Furious or whatever.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Some of that CGI, and then the danger to manifold.
Yes. But the first Fast and the Furious movie was a car movie. It was focused around the scene that was booming at the time. And that's what made it so great. Immediately after the first movie, they trashed it. And it's gotten worse.
No.
It's gotten worse with every movie. They sent a Fiero to outer space.
Okay. So, any true Fast and the Furious fan will all agree that when Paul Walker died, and the end of, I want to say it was the seventh one,
when the cars split apart,
most people agree that that is when the franchise
should have been the end.
ended, and everything after that is not canon. It's like if you're a Harry Potter fan, you understand that the plague, the cursed child, is not canon to Harry Potter. Same concept. It veers too far off of the topic.
I've never seen the Harry Potter movies.
You're a Philistine, man. You can't even appreciate good art. To be fair, I've only seen the movies. I've never read the books.
No, but see, the thing with the Need for Speed movie is there's no ridiculous fake stunts in it. They're not jumping from building to building. They're not pulling a nuclear submarine up out of the water with a Dodge Charger. They're not pulling an airplane out of the sky with a Dodge Charger. They're not dragging gigantic safes through the street with a Dodge Charger. They're not driving off the side of a mountain. With a Dodge Charger. Okay. They're not doing any of that incredibly fake stuff. The franchise completely got away from being about cars after that. Really, probably after the third movie. It wasn't even remotely about cars anymore.
Well, Tokyo Drift was, say what you want about Tokyo Drift.
But it was focused around the cars.
Which is funny because I think even Tokyo Drift beat Need for Speed.
I don't care.
In the gross, earnings or whatever. But as much hate as the Tokyo Drift gets, it wasn't a bad movie. It was still pretty good.
I have homework for you.
Oh, Lord.
I want you to sit down and watch the Need for Speed movie again. But I want you to watch it without even thinking about Fast and Furious. Any of them.
Okay.
I want you to just watch the movie as a car movie for what it is. And I want you to report back at our next podcast because it is a true car guy movie. These guys are racing around, competing in an event that is, it's all true to the video game. They're real cars. They're not these insane modified classic Dodge Chargers where you can see the little brackets popping it up on a wheelie because it couldn't do it itself in real life. That's a little bit of a ding.
So,
but I want you to watch it again. Just as a car guy watching a car movie.
So
You let me know what you think.
I will do that. But what's funny about the Fast and the Furious franchise too is that I don't know if you know the name Craig Lieberman.
No.
He was basically the guy that in Too Fast, Too Furious, the silver Skyline that Paul Walker has, that was his actual car. Like that was
Okay.
what, you know. And then of course they had stunt cars that were modeled after it
Yeah.
to destroy. But he was the, what do they call that when you're trying to keep the continuity and you're trying to make things as realistic as possible?
Yeah.
Like the guy that you go and you're like, hey, what is this? Because originally,
like an expert
yeah, like
liaison
I forget
or
what they call the
something
name.
like that. Yeah.
But he was hired basically just to make sure that the movies made sense, which is why the first like handful of them were like pretty good
yeah,
for the
they were
most part.
decent.
Because originally, when it came out, that what was it? Like a Turbo Supra was supposed to be like the first car, and then it was supposed to get replaced by like an Eclipse
Yes.
as like the better car.
Yes.
Because the director, or not the directors, but the executives didn't know any better. They're like,
Yeah.
oh well, this is a car that's popular right now. And he came in and he goes, are you dumb? Like, are you really that dumb? Like, you think
Yeah.
that car is better than this one?
And as a result, now every single person out there thinks that every single Toyota Supra is a turbocharged 1,000 horsepower monster. And they're not.
They're not. And what I find funny about the Supras in that movie, well, he was even the first one, when he gets him the 10-second car,
Yeah.
and it pulls up on the thing and it's all busted, all the,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
You pop
And-
the hood.
And
Pop
well,
the hood,
when he
dude.
pops the hood, he's like, it's a 2JZ. It's like, well, what
It's-
did you expect?
Funny
That's-
thing, it wasn't a 2JZ.
What do you mean?
When they show the engine in that scene, go back and watch it again. It's not even the right motor. It's not a 2JZ.
Regardless, though, that car only came with a 2JZ, if I remember correctly.
So you had the 2JZ GTE is the turbo.
Right?
And I want to say, from what I read, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, and don't kill me for this, but I believe that when they showed the motor in that, it was either a motor from a different vehicle or something, but it wasn't even the Turbo Supra.
Well, because I know that there were I think there was like a 1JZ model or engine, but it's only in like
yeah,
a couple of like JDM only cars.
yeah, I want to say it was something like along the lines of that. It wasn't even the right motor.
But I mean, look, at the end of the day, the movies were supposed to be entertaining, not necessarily 100%, you know, down the line accurate.
And by not 100% accurate, you mean not even 1% accurate.
Yes.
Why on earth would the United States government call on a bunch of ex-con street racers to thwart nuclear disaster?
Family.
And on that note,
All right.
you've got your homework.
I've got my homework. Yeah, we'll report back. So basically, this is what you can expect. More
Yes.
of this nonsense, but just, you know, extrapolate a little bit. You pull it apart and, you know, dug in. That's just a small little sliver of the things we're probably going to be talking about.
Just two guys talking about things we like to talk about, and hopefully we'll be blessed enough to have your ear. So on that note, thank you very much for tuning in, and until next time.
It's going to be fun.
Yep.
Have a good one.